I had to keep a little sack of sand to put in the boot to stop her bucking, you know, like a bronco. She was so strong, so trustworthy. I never had any trouble with her. You stop to think in 36 years what I've been through with that car. I've cried in her, I've laughed in her, I've sworn in there.
Doris brought the car back to England, but in 1996, when it finally failed its MOT, she parted with it.
Losing the Anglia hurt badly. It was my little friend.
Ford sold over 1 million little friends, showing there was a market for a woman's car. Other manufacturers quickly got in on the act. Gwen Horton fell for a Riley.
We went to the motor show at Earl's Court. Looking round, I saw this lovely little Riley. And I said to my husband, oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, it's just what I'd like. Many months after, one Friday morning, my husband came into lunch. He said, I want you to come back to the town with me this afternoon. I said, I'm not coming. I've been down this morning, I'm not coming. Well, he said, I'll take you back. I'll bring you back. I'll take you down, I'll bring you back. I said, no. He said, come on. Well, he'd previously asked me what I wanted for Christmas. Did I want a washing machine? I said, no, I don't. I want something for myself. Well, anyway, he got out of the car. I sat there. He said, well, come on. Went into the showroom, and he pointed to this. I said, oh, isn't it lovely? He said, it's yours. Well, if he'd shown me a Tiger, I couldn't have been more surprised because I couldn't even drive. I always wanted to drive. I did start before we were married. And then I didn't do as I was told, and he was heaving a sigh of relief when he thought we'd got back home, and instead of stopping, I went straight on. So that was the end of that. He wouldn't let me do it anymore. Well, then, of course, war years, and the boys, the children. I mean, there was no chance. I thought, well, no, I've got to do it. When I was taking my driving test for the second time, and he phoned me when he thought it'd be all over, I said, failed. Oh, well, never mind, you can take it again. I said, no, I haven't, I passed. And the boys rang me. Oh, clever girl.
Known as the Mini with the bustle, the Elf was launched in 1961 for £650. It was an upmarket Mini, and John McCartney used to sell it to his upmarket customers.
It's very much what used to be called, very irreverently in those days, as an HSSK, Headscarf South Kensington. You know, Headscarf South Kensingtons and their mums bought Riley Elfs. I can remember one lady particularly who came in and she said, is that a Riley? And I said, yes. Is it a Riley Mini? I said, yes, it's called an Elf. Oh. Well, her actual words were, I won't be seen dead in a Mini. I couldn't bear one of those little things, but this is different. And so we didn't go too hard by saying, well, madam, it is really just a Mini with a boot on the end of it.
The Elf had plenty of snob value. Its radiator grille was a clear 1930s throwback. The interior wasn't bad either.
Actually, they termed it the Rolls-Royce of the Minis. It's all leather upholstery, as you can see. All leather. Gloves compartment. This veneered dashboard.
The walnut veneer boxed in the standard Mini dash.
I've got an ashtray here, look. Nobody was allowed to smoke in here, though, I tell you. 4 nice pockets to keep things in. Got my umbrella in here. I've got my crook lock.
The car gave Gwen the freedom to do as she pleased.
I don't go mad in it. I just go along around about 50, 60, sometimes on the bypass, but, I mean, I drive carefully now. Well, I mean, I've always driven carefully, but more so because my reactions are slow naturally. When my husband was alive, he said, well, it's just for you to for a runabout, to be independent, but you've got me to take you long journeys. Well, 18 months after that, I didn't have him, did I? It means a lot to me because it was the last thing my husband gave me before he died. So there's great sentimental value.
Gwen's elf is still a useful companion that gets her from A to B. But Doris's Anglia sits in a rest home where it waits to be nursed back to health.
I last saw my car in May 1996. I haven't seen her since. So, there's going to be a great reunion.
Here, darling Doris.
Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? I could cry. She's so beautiful. She shines, she's clean. Hello, baby. Oh, talk about coming home. She really is a beautiful old girl. Well, what can I say? It's nice to see her. She's in good nick, and I think she'll be well taken care of. She's been a jolly good old girl to me.